Hi everyone. I am hiking down Hurricane Creek in the Eagle Cab Wilderness today. And of course that always leads to deep thoughts, and I thought I would share. It has to do with truth. So when I teach painting in any of my workshops, I inevitably end up talking to my students about what to do when there's something in your painting that you don't like, or isn't quite right. I'll walk up to a student and I'll say, okay, how are we doing? They're like, well, the owl's beak is too big. I'm like, well, okay, so what are we going to do to create the change you want? And what we realized is that the tendency was to have this sneaking suspicion that the beak was too big, but because of some sort of resistance to wanting to do what it took to change it, or just not understanding that they could, right? They were going to proceed to paint the owl all the way to the end with the beak being fat and or too big. And what I explained to them is that if you think the beak is too big now, it's still going to be too big when you're done, and it's going to bother you. So you've got to fix it right away. And what I realized hiking right now, thinking about truth, I was thinking truth just is, right? You can't really change the truth. The truth is. You can ignore the truth. You can sweep it under the rug. You can justify it. You can pretend it doesn't exist, all these different things, but in the end, it's still there, like the beak that's too large. So, what does that mean? It means art will reflect to us what we need to learn to most effectively and authentically live the art that is our life. And if you find yourself painting and you realize that there's something about the painting that you don't like, but you're inclined to just keep going and ignore it and just hope that it gets better, I'm here to tell you that you might as well save yourself a lot of time and heartache and just accept the truth and change whatever it is you need to change. Because the truth is. And what that means, and I'm speaking very humbly and from experience, is that if something is a truth and it's reflecting something back to you that is uncomfortable, or that will require some change that will be hard, or will require you to face some obstacles in order to face that truth and move forward in truth rather than moving forward trying to ignore the truth, then that's what inevitably you're going to do. So, just another example of how art reflects life and how life is art. And what I teach at Creatively Fit is how to learn these life lessons so that we can be our most authentic, powerful, connected, spirited selves. And the art is the mirror. The art is the portal. The art is the teacher. Not me, not any of the other Creatively Fit coaches, the art. And really, a layer under that means that you are the teacher, that you already know if the beak is too large. You might not realize the action you have to take yet to change that, but the more you embrace and get to know your infinitely creative self that can access infinite possibilities, that is not limited, and so whatever the fear is that is keeping you from changing the beak, you have what you need to do that. And you may not realize it yet, but as you take action to create the change you want in the art that you're making on the canvas or in your journal, you will begin to build your strength to be able to create the change you need in the art that is your life. It doesn't always mean it's easy, doesn't mean it's not painful, doesn't mean it doesn't cause some ruffled feathers around you, but the truth just is. And as long as you ignore the truth, you're doing just that. You can't get rid of it. So, deep thoughts from Hurricane Creek, and an encouragement to get out some paintbrushes, sign up for the Creatively Fit program. Let me or one of my Creatively Fit coaches coach you through the process so that you can embrace your most creative, authentic self. Thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy the day. Bye.